Board Member Firestone, want to kick us off?
Well, I think because I've been raising concerns just to, I will say, I've been listening to the comments and going, and the back and forth was super helpful. Thank you for letting me ask so many questions and super helpful responses. And also just going back over the order, um, I feel like in this case, it does, it seems like this order would be helpful for moving things forward as is, um, without having to do a remand. It does seem, I'm very concerned about our ability to set bypass flows and consider that and how we can, this is an overall challenge, but, for example, this has been said, this is a relatively tiny watershed in our state with just a few users. If we can't do it in our consideration here, I'm just worried about, where we can, and that it's never going to be we're never going to have enough resources and time to make that a priority, and it's going to leave rivers without protections that they need. But I also the reason that I am more, that I am open and interested in other board members' thoughts, but I'm open to not remanding and reopening this here is because it does seem like at this, this has been a long time coming with this. There's a lot of changes in cooperation. There's not kind of what seems to me an imminent threat of this right now, given that they've changed the diversions, and it seems like there's a pathway here, and the importance of having allowing for that collaboration to move forward and not just keep a proceeding open for a decade or two is important. I think we do need to be able to move forward. And I also think that the precedent of clarifying in a decision the application of public trust with unreasonable use is a really important step that we should take the opportunity to do as well. So, I think that's where I'm landing on these overall. I remain concerned about the issue. I remain concerned about, how do we address dewatering and within our adjudication process. And I don't think I made this super clear, but I think also Ms. Lilly brought this up, but I think a real challenge in the adjudicatory process and the regulatory process, but especially the adjudicatory process, is, consultation and incorporation of tribal interests, and being able to consider that within records and decisions and get information on that as well. And I just think in general, that's an area the Administrative Hearings Office and overall at the Water Board, we're really trying to evolve and think about how we can improve. So I think that's not very satisfying, but it's kind of where my mind is right now.